Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your Feng Shui Friday video. And this week I am going to be talking to you about phone Feng Shui. So there is such a thing as Feng Shui for your phone. I've been sort of thinking about this as I've been doing a lot of decluttering, lots of uh, different ways that I'm looking that we have clutter, and our phones are definitely one of them. This is going to be sort of a short little two-part series. I'm going to do phone feng shui just to share with you a little bit more about the energy of your phone, and then I'm also going to do a video on uh, apps and how to sort of declutter apps from your phone as well. So a lot of this information is, as far as the decluttering aspect of things, is based on another Marie Kondo book, and this is The Joy at Work book. And this is actually a compilation effort between Marie Kondo and Scott Sonnenschein. And I'll put a link to this book below for Amazon if you're interested in it. It's really great. I haven't completely finished it yet. I'm almost done with it, and I've just gleaned a lot of great tips from it that work well with feng shui, right? Because decluttering and clearing clutter is one of the steps of feng shui. So we're going to talk about phone feng shui. I was thinking about this because phones used to have more of a physical presence, right? We used to have landlines. For those of you that are my age, some of the younger people maybe don't remember that, but we used to have phones kind of all over our houses too, right? We had a downstairs phone, we had an upstairs phone, we had, and then we had our cell phones besides. So it was, phones were kept in a specific location then. Now they're really portable. Most people don't have a home phone, they just have their cell phones. But what I want to say about that is your phone should still have a home, right? Every object in your home should have a place that is where you put it, right? Where you put it away. So it should still have a home. And sometimes for a cell phone, you might have a couple little homes, right? You might have a home in your kitchen, or when you first come into your house that you set it, and then you may have another one, in other places, right? So a couple things about, so first of all, have somewhere that your phone can live, right? Where you set it, where you maybe where you charge it, that type of thing. And when you're not using it, that's where it is, so that you're always able to find it. That's good feng shui. Being able to find things is good feng shui. And then making sure that your phone is clean, right? So I've got my cell phone here, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, it really probably needs to be cleaned. The case needs to be cleaned, right? And definitely the front of it, needs to be cleaned. So that is something to make sure that the cover and the lens are clean. If you have a broken screen, get it fixed, okay? Because just like with anything that's broken in your home, that will have an impact on your life, right? And cell phones are all about connection, communication, uh, relationships, right? Because that's how we communicate a lot of times with people. So if you have a broken screen or anything else that's going wrong with your phone, get it fixed. So there's metaphors that we can look at as it relates to phones. Is it slow? Is your phone slow to respond? What else is feeling like stagnant or stuck or slow in your life? Is it losing charge? I had this issue for a couple days where my phone wasn't charging well, and it happened to be just the little cube end. I had grabbed a different cube that you plug the charger into, and it's fine now. But that's a message, right? If it's losing charge, are you losing energy? Do you need a break? Are you trying to go and do things too fast? Do you need to slow down, right? So there's these metaphors that we look at. And the broken screen can be a cracked view of life, right? Or a skewed view, or being unable to fully see. So that can be a metaphor for what's going on in your life also. And then thinking about how does your phone rather make you feel? Does it stress you out? Do you feel overwhelmed because there's so much coming at you with the phone? Do you feel behind, like you need to catch up, like you need to catch up on social media, or you need to catch up on texts, or you need to catch up on emails, or whatever it is? Or does your phone make you feel like you're not very productive because there's still so much hanging out there to do, right? So thinking about how your phone makes you feel also can give you a clue as to what maybe you need to do about that to help raise the energy of the vibration of it. So cell phones take up a lot of time and energy. And in this book, the chapter or the portion that talks about smartphones or cell phones is by Scott, and he talks about the fact that just having your phone on your desk, even if it's silent, even if it's facing down, it decreases your productivity, actually, right? So it decreases your productivity. Crazy, right? Just by having it there, not even by looking at it. And then here's a really crazy stat. The average person uses their phone 85 times a day. 85 times a day. And that adds up to more than 5 hours. I was shocked when I read that. I was like, what? Like, that just seems crazy. 5 hours of your time spent on this thing, right? And I believe it because there's definitely, times where I get lost in it. I'm doing social media posting and then I go down a rabbit hole. Like, you guys know how that works. So yeah, just kind of a crazy stat and something to think about. So although our cell phones can be a really big help, they can allow us to work from anywhere. They can help us be productive in times where maybe we have downtime or we're waiting somewhere. It can be productive, but they can also be a drain on your energy. They can reduce your productivity. They can distract you from what truly brings you joy, what truly brings you peace. And they also emit EMF. So I have a little doohickey on the back here, and I encourage you, to get something like this that will reduce the EMFs, so that because we do typically have our phone with us like all the time, it's really good to have one of these on the phone. And I will put a link below. I don't have any affiliation with this company, but they were a fellow Feng Shui practitioner referred me to them, and they have good products, and so I don't have any affiliation with them. With this book, it is an Amazon link. It is my affiliate link. So if you purchase the book through Amazon, it won't cost you any more, but I do get a little tiny kickback for anything purchased through my Amazon link. So I recommend putting your cell phone in another room while you're working. I've done this, and I tell you what, it makes you more productive. You're able to focus. You're not thinking about it. Definitely not hearing it. Go beep, 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 right? Or turning it on silent also is helpful for me. I have mine on silent during the night. Because it's a Minnesota number, I often get calls at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., right? Because people think I'm in Minnesota and we're 5 hours earlier. So I always have my phone on silent at night. And sometimes I forget to turn the ringer on or the notification thing back on. And that's actually kind of a blessing because I get a lot of work done. And of course, I have that silenced when I'm doing work with clients or I'm in a meeting or that type of thing too. So turning it on silent is always a good thing. And I have it set so that if there's certain people that it will ring through if there's an emergency, right? And they need to reach me, it will ring through to me. So these are just some things to think about as it relates to your phone. And then I am doing, as part of the Declutter series, and I'll put a link to that below, I am doing as a bonus for those people that signed up for that series, you are going to get a video on email decluttering that will be sharing shortly. And that Declutter series is free just for a little bit longer. So it's going to be free for another week. June June 12th, I'm going to be taking those videos down. So if you haven't watched those declutter videos, I encourage you to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be taking those down because I'm creating a course around it, and so I want to just have it cleanly placed into the course. So I offered it for free for, oh gosh, it's been like 9 weeks, I think, 9 or 10 weeks. It's been free. By the time it's done, it will be like almost 3 months, I think, that it's been free. So you have that opportunity to go in and watch those videos if you wish. And then, of course, there are some bonuses if you signed up for the Declutter series. So much love and aloha. If you are interested in continuing to support me, go ahead and click on the P for Patreon. Lots of juicy goodness stuff going on there. I've relaunched my Angel Message Circles, so if you're interested in that, that's a super fun way to connect with me. And then I do have my Maui Magic and meditations there. If you're new to me, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you click on the bell so that you get notified when I post new videos. And then the series, I think, is going to pop up over in this corner, the Feng Shui Friday series. So if you want more videos like this, and that's where the Declutter videos are right now, that you can go watch, but I'll also put links to those below. So much love and aloha.